From celebrity portraits to the faces of war, Ukrainian-American photographer Sasha Maslov is now documenting Russia's invasion of Ukraine in a recent essay sharing the faces behind Ukraine's lifeline, the railway system. And they are faces shown here on your screen in those photographs. The people who are keeping the trains moving and keeping people safe on them. Sasha, we want to say good morning to you. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Good morning, Adrienne. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You capture what many would call our stirring images. What most struck you as you were taking pictures inside of train stations for the Ukrainian railway?
Well, I think just the spirit of the people who are working on the railways right now, and spirit of all Ukrainians who appended everything that's happening because of the war, of course, and doing everything they can to help win this war.
You know, a lot of people are leaving, obviously, to higher ground, to Poland or other nations surrounding there, even coming to the U.S. But according to the Ukrainian Railway, they say they employ over 230,000 people, and almost all of those employees have stayed to help people flee. When you're talking to them about this, do they consider themselves brave?
No, none of them consider themselves brave. Everybody just considers them doing their job, remaining at their position.
Yeah, and it's something that I don't think all of us could do, but certainly the consistency of doing that work is probably keeping them sane at this very strange time in history. You've interviewed a range of railroad employees, from the train master to the foreman. We're seeing the pictures up close and personal. Really, a lot of people for the first time in a generation. What was the feeling on board those trains and when you spoke to them at the train stations? I mean, just kind of place us there as you were there in your shoes.
Sure. The overall feeling is just resilience, and it's feeling that we're here doing our jobs, and we're gonna stay and do it until we don't have to. There's certain people in this series as well. There was one steward in a sleeper train that started her shift on the 24th of February and remained at her position when I interviewed her in the middle of March, actually in the end of March, about 30 days, without leaving her post, basically. And that's a story for a lot of people who are working railroads, because railroads are critical infrastructure to evacuate people and to deliver goods to those who are in need.
Are you saying that people are just living there at the train station to do their job?
Well, for the sleeper trains, they live on the train. They arrive to the evacuation points. The schedules are changed all the time. Just earlier today, there was bombing of the railroads by Russian artillery, and there was I believe 5 points struck. So, and most likely those points were already being used somehow by the evacuation trains or the trains delivering humanitarian aid to the east, and they just reroute the trains as much as they can, and it's all done on the fly. The schedules are constantly updated, and they have to adapt to the situation, changing every second.
And they're changing that schedule because they don't want to become a target of Russian forces, correct? They're doing this to help people, even though it makes no sense, even though it's completely off the schedule. It's just to get people out of there safely.
Correct, to get the people out from the zones where it's the most dangerous, and to deliver humanitarian aid back.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for what you've done to document what these workers are going through. You know, a lot of times we don't even hear these kinds of stories, but thankfully for you, we can tell it right here. Thank you so much again for your time, Sasha.
Thank you for having me.
Still ahead, saved in the nick of time. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.